Money feels ordinary, but the story behind it is anything but. Here are 7 facts about cash, coins, and currency that will change the way you look at your wallet. Let's start with a word you use all the time. The word salary comes from the Latin word salarium, and many historians believe it traces back to salt, because Roman soldiers were sometimes paid, or at least given an allowance, to buy this precious preservative. That is where we get the phrase worth your salt. Next, let's talk about the strangest currency ever used by an entire society. On the Micronesian island of Yap, people used giant carved limestone discs called rai stones as money, some as tall as a house. These stones were often too massive to move, so when a payment was made, everyone in the village simply agreed and remembered who owned which stone. Ownership changed hands, but the stone itself never budged. Now, here is something you probably touch every week without thinking about it. Look closely at a quarter or a dime and you will see tiny ridges along the edge. Those ridges, called reeding, were originally added centuries ago to prevent people from shaving off slivers of silver or gold and pocketing the difference. Plain-edged coins made of precious metal were simply too easy to cheat. Here is a fact that sounds made up but is not. The toy company that makes Monopoly prints more play money every single year than the United States Mint prints real currency. Billions of colorful Monopoly bills roll off the presses annually, dwarfing the actual dollars entering circulation. Speaking of dollars, get ready for an uncomfortable one. Multiple scientific studies using currency samples from major cities have found trace amounts of cocaine on the vast majority of paper bills tested, sometimes over 90%. It is not because everyone is handling drugs. The chemical residue transfers easily from bill to bill inside cash counting machines, so a small number of contaminated notes can spread traces across an entire cash supply. Here is one more surprise about American cash. Despite what everyone calls it, a dollar bill is not actually paper at all. It is woven from a blend of about 75% cotton and 25% linen, which is exactly why it can survive a spin cycle in the washing machine while a regular receipt would turn to mush. Let's go back further in time. Paper money was not invented by any Western nation. It first appeared in China during the Tang and Song dynasties, over 1,000 years ago, as merchants grew tired of hauling heavy strings of metal coins across the country and began using lightweight paper receipts backed by deposits instead. And finally, if you have ever handled a $100 bill, you are holding the most traveled piece of paper currency in the world. The majority of all physical $100 bills in existence are actually held outside the United States, stored as a stable savings option in countries where local currency can be unpredictable. From giant stones nobody moves to bills that circle the globe, money has a much stranger history than most people ever learn in school. If you enjoyed these facts, make sure to subscribe for more surprising stories from science and history, and I will see you in the next video.